little story, a story about leverage, Bitcoin, the Forex market, day trading, and a $2,000 account turning to $16,000 and then to $0. I'm 25 and invested, and this is my story on how Bitcoin started my investing journey. I'm not in Bitcoin now. Full disclosure, I'm, I see it more as a Ponzi scheme. I am on that side of the market. I don't see the use case in it as prevalent as I used to when I was a little younger. The new technologies out there. I also think that it caused a little bit more heartache than it should have as an investment, and I don't think I was ready to handle it. No, I don't think. I know I wasn't ready to handle working in leverage and trading at the time. I don't do that now. I don't think I ever will want to day trade the same way that I used to. It just, all right, so let me just get rid of this. I entered the market, I know the exact date, right? In December of 2020 when I started working in crypto. Bitcoin was about $18,000, and I had loaded basically something FX. Oh God, I can't remember that. It was an online brokerage, and I loaded the account. It lets you trade in Forex and also keep that money in bits. So I'd be trading my money from different currencies and then back into bits, Bitcoin bits. And that was great. I got to learn how currencies worked and how they compare against each other, and global news and strengthening of dollars. I would mostly work in USD to Canadian, Australian, and Japanese yen were the four that I would cycle between with some competency. I would also use high leverage. I'm talking times 4, times 5 leverage at times, and I wouldn't work with stop losses. So fucking just so dumb. I wouldn't work in stop losses, and I wouldn't be able to tell myself to exit a trade, especially because I work most days. I would set my buys and sells during the day and then kind of come back to it. And that money, the dollar value that I was working with was measured in bits. So that's the leverage I was using. So great falls in Bitcoin caused my account to have turbulences because I wouldn't have the value of money as a dollar value to leverage against. You know what I mean? So if I was leveraging with my $1,000 and Bitcoin fell in half, I'd be leveraging the full amount that I'm with, the full amount I'm trading with, but with a $500 basket, not $1,000, which eventually led my account to force sell out at 27 cents. Yeah, 27 literal cents. You think I'd get a goddamn reward for doing that, especially as a regular guy, as a regular person. To go from $2,000 to 16, I'd be setting buys, I'd be setting sells. It consumed me, absolutely consumed everything that I did. I would be sitting there studying it. I'd be narcissistically looking up charts. I would be crazy, absolutely crazy. I'd be hooked, like a person on drugs. I'd be hooked. It's not healthy, and if my account didn't blow up the way that it did, I wouldn't be able to take a step back and go to something that moves, albeit a little slower. Now I'm in regular stocks, and it's just so much easier to invest and own something that I believe in, or companies, and talk about it with people. When I was holding crypto, it was strictly speculation. One, I can't even say that at the end of the day I believed in the technology, because at the end of the day I wanted money. That's just the way that it goes down. So I had a MetaTrader 4, which let me select my buys and sells. I was day trading with high leverage. And during the peak of Bitcoin's first peak, when it hit $61,000, my account hit $18,000. When the peak happened in what month was that? In what was that? 08, 05, 08? 05, 08. I had taken out some money against the US dollar to Canadian, and the US dollar did quite well against the Canadian, so my short position started falling because the US dollar was going up. Well, I was leveraged, and when Bitcoin fell to probably about halfway, when it fell to about $42,000, I could either load my account again or wait and see if it's not going to hit my margin call. I believe the margin call was 34,000. 34,000 is what I ended up working out to. It dropped to 32,000. So I did miss my margin call. Yes. And I remember waking up that morning on the it was a Tuesday morning, and the Forex trades overnight during the week, but it stops at Saturday, Sunday. And I remember waking up, and I remember looking at the account at 27 cents, and what a tough pill to swallow. It took me, I was trading it for about 6 or 8 months at this time, and it was just heart-wrenching. No amount of, I mean, that's half of my year's salary gone. Absolutely gone. Damn. I was addicted to the experience, and I couldn't do that anymore. It led me to look for slower moving assets, something that I would be able to buy and hold and not have to worry so much about. Yeah, I still worry about the companies. I still love to do all my research. I'm still hooked on it. You know, I like personal finance. I love personal finance. I just I can't do it the same way that I used to, and it isn't healthy to do it that way. So what I do now is it just feels a lot better on me, a lot easier to talk about, and a lot easier to do the research on, especially, because when you're dealing with speculative assets, you're looking for little pieces of news, you're overanalyzing, you're creating your own biases. I didn't want to create my own biases. So I got out, and I'm much better for it. I believe I'm much better for it. I know a lot of people will say that Bitcoin's going to go to 100 grand and life's going to be good. But if Bitcoin goes to 100 grand, you've less than 3x your money at this time. If it went to 100,000 at 50,000 when you bought in, you've doubled your money. The days of Bitcoin absolutely ripping through and giving people 18,000% returns, those days are, they're over. They're over for Bitcoin, or they're over for me. I know a lot of people could say Bitcoin to 1 million. Jesus, man, is it going to be bigger than all the world's economies? Tough to say. And, I'm not here to say that anymore. I'm not here to give my opinion on it anymore. I don't care. What I do care about, though, is how well Apple's doing, and the stocks that I'm in, and the feasible businesses, and looking at the value of them and assessing the value differently than other people do, and having my own math formula to do my own trades that are slower. They take longer. I'm not trying to day trade it and flip things anymore. I'm looking to buy it once and then hold it for months and turn my phone off and enjoy working a little bit, That's just me. I'm a tradesman. I love my job. I'm learning new things every day, and I don't want to stop learning things. I also love personal finance, and I love learning about companies. Bitcoin moved a little too quick for me. I still follow the price. It's still always on my watch list if you see any other of my videos. Um, it's like watching a roller coaster from the outside. I get to see other people have fun and have scary moments without being in the action. And I think being here is more healthy than being in that roller coaster. Everybody's different. Anyways, guys, that's just that's just a little story from me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.